Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the English podcast channel. It's me, Lucy, and as always, I am so happy you're here with me today. Before we begin, let me take just a moment to say a big, warm thank you to you. Yes, you, my lovely listener, for joining me again and again, for listening with your heart, for learning with patience, and for being such a wonderful part of this small but growing podcast family. I truly feel so lucky to sit here, speak with you, and share these simple English stories week after week. And hey, if you are brand new here, maybe this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm really happy you found this podcast. You're now a part of this sweet little English community, and I promise you, we're all here to learn together in the most relaxed, friendly way possible. So go ahead, grab your coffee, your tea, your juice, whatever makes you feel happy and cozy. Get comfortable, and let's enjoy some simple English together today. So, today's episode is all about my busy day, because oh wow, today was one of those days. You know what I mean? The kind of day that starts fast and doesn't slow down, where every hour feels full, and your to-do list seems to grow instead of shrink. Yes, that kind of day. But the funny thing is, even though it was super busy, I found little moments of joy and learning hidden inside it. And I want to share all of that with you because I believe that even a normal busy day can be special and a great way to learn English through real daily life situations. So let's go back to this morning. My alarm rang at exactly 6 a.m. And let me tell you, I did not want to get up. My bed was warm, the air was a little cold, and I was in that deep, dreamy sleep. But of course the day was waiting for me, so I rolled out of bed, walked like a sleepy robot to the bathroom, and splashed cold water on my face. Instant wake up! Then I went straight to the kitchen, because you already know what I needed, coffee. Yes, coffee is my magic potion. I pressed the button on my little machine and stood there watching it like it was the most important thing in the world. While the smell filled the room, I thought about everything I had to do. Clean the apartment, finish editing my video, reply to emails, record this podcast, and make time for groceries because I was out of milk, eggs, and toothpaste. Oh, and I had a Zoom call with my students in the afternoon. Busy, right? Anyway, once my coffee was ready, I took a deep breath, sat down at my kitchen table, and wrote down my to-do list. I always feel better when I make a list. It helps me see things clearly, and crossing things off later feels so satisfying. After that, I had a quick breakfast. Some toast with peanut butter, a banana, and of course my magical cup of coffee. I like to sit quietly while I eat and just enjoy the calm before the day really begins. It's a simple moment, but I love it. Around 7:30 a.m., I opened my laptop and started editing the last episode of the podcast. I listened to myself speaking, fixed the volume, cut out a few mistakes. Yes, even I make silly mistakes sometimes, and added a little music in the background. It took almost 2 hours, and by the time I finished, my coffee was gone, my toast plate was still sitting next to me, and my phone had 6 new messages waiting. I replied quickly to a few people and then stood up to stretch, because sitting too long really makes my back hurt. I put on some music, nothing too loud, just soft background beats, and started tidying the apartment. I picked up my clothes from the floor, oops, washed the dishes from last night, double oops, and even vacuumed the living room, which was full of tiny crumbs I didn't even notice before. Isn't it funny how messy things get without you realizing? By the time the house was looking nice again, it was already 11 a.m. and I realized I hadn't taken a proper break. So I grabbed a bottle of water, slipped on my sneakers, and stepped outside for a short walk. And let me tell you, the weather was absolutely perfect. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the trees were dancing gently in the breeze. I walked slowly, just enjoying the fresh air and clear sky. I saw a little dog walking with its owner, and the dog looked so happy, like it had zero stress, just tail-wagging joy. I smiled to myself and thought, I want to feel like that dog, just in the moment, happy for no reason. After my walk, I came back home feeling refreshed. I quickly made myself a light lunch, some vegetable soup and bread, and then jumped into teaching mode. I had 2 online English lessons back to back. My students were from different countries, one from Brazil and one from Japan, and both were so full of positive energy. We talked about hobbies, favourite foods, and daily routines. And you know what? I love how teaching helps me learn too. Every class is different, and I always discover something new from my students. Once the classes were done, I made a cup of tea. Yes, I love hot drinks. Sat on my little sofa and just breathed. I didn't check my phone. I didn't look at emails. I just sat there in silence and enjoyed the calm for a few minutes. It felt so good. Sometimes we get so busy that we forget to pause. But those little pauses, they really help us reset, right? Then came the final part of the day, recording this podcast for you. I prepared my notes, fixed my mic, took another sip of tea, and here I am, talking to you, sharing my story, and hoping it makes you smile and helps you learn. I always try to keep it real, natural, and honest, because life is not always perfect, but it's always full of little stories we can learn from. So, my lovely friend, that was my busy day, full of work, little wins, small joys, and a lot of moments that felt very real. Maybe your day looked different, maybe it was even busier, or maybe it was calm. But whatever kind of day you had, I hope this little story helped you learn some easy English and maybe feel a bit more connected, like you're sitting here with me, just chatting like friends. Thank you for spending your precious time with me today. I hope you keep learning, keep practicing, and keep smiling. You are doing amazing, trust me. I'll be back very soon with another cozy story. But for now, take care, be kind to yourself, and remember, even on the busiest days, there's always a moment to breathe and be grateful.